How many U.S. senators are there? 100. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because they have more people. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? Six years. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says America is free from British control. What is the supreme law of the land? Constitution. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Declaration of Independence. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Name one power of the President. Signs bills into law. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Rights, laws. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. How many senators does each state have? 2. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation for small states. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Citizens of their state. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Checks and balances. Who elects U.S. senators? citizens from their state. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. Name the three branches of government. Congress, President, and the courts. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. Who vetoes bills? The president. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Labor. Secretary of State. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. What is the economic system of the United States? Free market economy. Who is the governor of your state now? Kathy Hochul. Kathy Hochul. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. John Jay. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves? Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? War for Independence. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Kirsten Gillibrand. Chuck Schumer. Kirsten Gillibrand. Chuck Schumer. What part of the federal government writes laws? Congress. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? The powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. Freedom of assembly. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Vietnam War. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. Why did the United States enter World War II? Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President. Name one power that is only for the states. Give a driver's license. What major event happened on September 11, 2001, in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Sherman's March. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? Two years. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Delaware, Virginia. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. What is the capital of your state? Albany, Albany. What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote. Run for office. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. Name 2 important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality, liberty. James Madison is famous for many things. Name 1. Father of the Constitution. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1776. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. Name 1 example of an American innovation. Airplane. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? U.S. citizens. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. First Secretary of the Treasury. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. ships. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. When did all women get the right to vote? After World War I. What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash, 1929. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Declaration of Independence. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? We all become one. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the military. Who appoints federal judges? The President. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. War in Iraq. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. Name two promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance. Be loyal to the United States. Defend the U.S. Constitution. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Russia. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Crow. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait.